Hi everybody, welcome back to this week's My Weekly Rage Fix. I hope you all had a great week, and I hope you all can hear me as I'm trying a few new things this week. But in this week's parsha, we see a few times how the Torah tells us that if you go in my, Hashem says, if you go in my ways, then everything will be grandiose. If not, that's when you'll go lost among the nations of the world. And the question that I posed recently to a non-Jewish person, and I posed the same thing to you as well. I was able to pose him this question because his wife was Jewish and his kids were Jewish. But we had a lengthy conversation, and about half an hour in, I said to him, can you explain to me rationally why a non-Jew would hate or want to belittle, whatever it might be, any form of anti-Semitism against a Jew? Why? What is the rational explanation? Jealousy? That's not rational. That's emotional. I need a rational explanation. And he couldn't think of one. And I ask you the same question. Why is it that anyone should hate the Jew? Why should there be any anti-Semitism? And especially if you take into account that wherever, thankfully, that there's building or inventing or advances in medicine, wherever there's incredible growth, Jews are thankfully at the forefront. Yes, we're not out in the Fiji Islands somewhere where nobody is, because there's no building and there's no growing over there. But in any area, even in Nobel Peace Prizes, there's many, 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 many Jews on there. To be less than 1% of the world's population and be everywhere at the same time is an incredible feat. So if we are helping you, and we are benefiting your life and other people's lives, what is the rationale that you then want to turn and go and kill me? That doesn't make any sense. Not only that, like for example in World War II Europe, that before the war, the Germans were known to be a highly civilized, educated nation. And beforehand, they would have sworn on their children's and grandchildren's lives that something like the Holocaust would never happen. And yet it did. And then immediately right after the Holocaust happened, what happened? People continued to do business with the Jewish people, as if it never happened. So what's going on here? It's an incredible phenomenon. And I believe the answer is in this week's parsha. However, it's replete throughout the Torah. That only a God that says to us, if you follow my ways, then things will be good. If not, then you will go lost among the nations of the world, and God forbid we be persecuted as well. It makes no sense. I believe that anti-Semitism is an open proof to the great book. I believe it's open proof to the fact that the Torah was written by not a human author, but rather by a God, a foreseeing God, an all-seeing God, that can only know what the end would be. And therefore, I ask you the same question. If you have a better answer, please get back to me with one, because I'm waiting to hear one. Why in the world would a non-Jewish person hate a Jewish person? Jewish people never go out in groups and commit crimes, thievery, murder. Never. It's never happened and it never will happen. So we're not bad people. We're not bad people to have around. We have a bunch of laws that we live by, and therefore that's a lesson what I want to leave with you. But I believe this theme is throughout this week's parsha a little bit. But I leave you with that question, and I want to get an answer for you. In case this video is a little unclear, I apologize. Like I said at the beginning, just trying a little something to add a little excitement to the video. Take care. Have a great Shabbos. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.